So, what's up, guys? Today I am off. It's a Wednesday, so I figure I'll do a live right now. And we talk to talk, walk to walk, talk about anything and everything as I show you Portland. This is starting off with my favorite park, which is a small park. It's called Petty Grove. There's a little bit of a mist and a drizzle right now, but I'll show you what I gathered as I walk with you and we talk a little bit. Some people are sensitive to the camera. They walked around me as I was setting up. All good, all good. People get weirded out by a camera sometimes. So, hey Mo, how's things? I'm off today, so I'm just showing people a little bit of Portland right now. Why not? I got nothing better to do, so I might as well do a live video. And I'm also testing out a gimbal that I have, so why not? But it's a little bit of like a mizzle, I say. It's a cross between a mist and a drizzle. And then on and off, there's periods of breaks in sun. It's like the Portland erratic weather as usual. Yeah, you should visit. You have the street smarts in the East Coast. You know how to handle big cities. Some people are gun shy. They don't know what to do. They get scared by little things. But as long as you're street smart, you'll be okay. So right now, I just passed Petty Grove, which is a small park near my place. It's a fun fact about that little park is that they had a sign there and said that two people found Portland, Oregon. They didn't know what to name the city. One was from Boston, one was from Portland, Maine. They flipped the coin to see what they're gonna name the city, and it turns out to be Portland. The gimbal I got is a DJI M something. I don't remember. If I get the exact model number, I'll give it to you. But it's from DJI. It's about like a $50 gimbal. It's not that bad. I brought it to the Trash to Cash Florida Bash, and it worked out fine. Yep, it was a coin flip. I mean, this place could have been called Boston. Thank God it wasn't called Boston. I'm happy that it's called Portland. So, coming up this building right here is the Oregonian, and that is our newspaper for Portland. I'm gonna walk down to the waterfront, and then that way you can see the water. And then we're gonna cross a bridge, and then we come back to another bridge, one of my favorite bridges, which is the Tillicum Bridge. I am not wearing a flannel shirt. I am wearing a Columbia jacket that is water repellent, and then I'm wearing a sweater underneath, but not the typical sweater you see in Portland. Mo, you appreciate this. This is a smart reading. It's like a company for children, and then the other side of it is like a children daycare. I'm sure you want to avoid children now, since that's past your heydays. So when Brian Kloss visits me, he's gonna be in this hotel, the Marriott, I think. Yeah, get away. Nobody here because it's a working day. I'm one of the slackers who are not working. And if you didn't know, people in Portland, they don't know how to drive. That person was gonna make a turn without even looking at me. Fabulous. So Mo, what's going on in your world? Anything new and exciting? For me, zero sales. Yeah, that's true. People can't drive anywhere anymore. eBay sales for me is zero for a couple of days now. Make a sale off the record. Someone local wanted one of my items on eBay. So you want to take it down? I'm like, sure, I'll take it down. Met him locally and got $160 off the books. Sorry, eBay. Hope eBay's not watching this. So we're coming up to what street is this? Columbia Street. Another fun fact with the streets over here, a lot of them go in alphabetical order. And the founder of The Simpsons grew up here, so a lot of the streets are named, well, the streets he named was Simpson characters. So no sales. That stinks. I think everyone's affected. I mean, like, Kevin's affected. I think all of them are affected. You know what? I was trying to drive out with them. I was trying to ask them, like, if it wasn't for your live sales, like Whatnot and all that, like, how much sales do they actually make? I think they have the luxury of just doing live sales now because they have the audience. We don't have that, so it's a little harder. I wish I could do live sales, but I just don't have time for it. But I know it's a lot of work, but they make the sales regardless. They could buy anything and know that it's gonna sell on the live auction. So this is the waterfront. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk a little bit of the waterfront, cross one of the bridges, and then come back another bridge. Yeah, Kevin has a good following. They'll buy anything. I look at stuff on there and I go, whoa, I can't bid. It's going above market price. Once in a while I help them out, but I mean, I need help too. But I'm still struggling with YouTube. That's what really gets to me. I can't, put out videos like the rest of you guys frequently. So I only could do like once a week. Try to do more, but it's hard. And then, it's the nature of the beast. Most of the stuff is way overpriced. So I'm sure people don't want to see that. So this bridge over here is the Hawthorne Bridge, and it raises and lowers when the boats go through the Willamette River. All the bridges do that. During the weekends, they have a Saturday market, so they have like a flea market further down on the waterfront. Right now, it's probably dead. It's about, I don't know, in the 50s, I'd say, in the temperature-wise. It was, one point it was like 70s, and then the weekend it just dropped back to like in the 50s. It's just crazy. Thanks. Before pandemic, it was a lot nicer. I mean, the West Coast has the homeless problem, and they don't know how to tackle it yet. Maybe we'll see some of them as I walk. But yeah, it's hot as hell. Yeah, I don't miss the eastern side for the weather. You get the humidity and the heat. No, thank you. Over here, you get like maybe 2 weeks of heat and humidity. But most of the time, it's like fall weather. This is a great place to jog when I was racing more. Instead of doing reselling, I used to run all the way down, turn and run all the way back, do a few loops. Look at all the geese and goose here. Some of them could be nasty though. They will chase after you. They make a lot of noise. Hell lot of noise. And they crap like high heaven. So much crap. Actually, I have to look that I don't step on crap while I'm walking with you guys. I was hoping this Saturday to go to a neighborhood garage sale, but it looks like it's gonna be crummy weather. So I might have to do an estate sale instead. We'll see. But still have a lot of stuff in my inventory, so I could be even more selective with my sourcing. I don't know why they turn on the fountain while it's raining, but they have the fountain on. Over there is like the World Trade Center for Portland. And they're doing some kind of event here. I don't know. I think it's some carnival event. We have like a cruise line here to go along the river. If I have enough footage, I'll show you the submarine that is stationed over here. Hey, which city finds? Yeah, I figure hey, Amy. You know, today was a day off, so I was like, why not just go on live and just walk around Portland in the bad weather and chit-chat a little bit, talk about anything and everything. So one thing's good, guys. I mean, I don't have the sub count yet, but I do have the first viewing hours. So I could, wink wink, get super chats now, which is awesome. Hey, which city finds? So, you know, if you guys want to donate, you can. But anyway, you know, I hit the first level. It's a struggle hitting the second level though. Oh, I did not know that. You're Amy too. Huh. Okay. So things that we learn. Trying to decide which bridge to go over. Because if I walk further, there's a bridge called the Steel Bridge. It's kind of old. Maybe I'll go over there. Amy won. Near the Steel Bridge, we have a bunch of cherry blossom trees. It's out of season now, but it was cherry blossom season. Thank you, Amy, for the super chat. So at least I know the super chat works. Thank you. I appreciate that. Helps my channel, but also helps me to know that it actually works. Because I never do lives. I mean, I should do more lives, but I don't. I think Grams and Pops Vintage mentioned that lives takes a lot out of you. So thank you, Amy, too, for the super chat. Now I actually could see how it all works. Like when it gets deposited, when you could take it out. I had to figure that out. See, I'm not like Ink Picker and all the others who already could get that already. So this is all new to me. So yeah, they're doing some kind of event over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but they do a lot of events on the waterfront. They have like a blues festival they do here. They do carnivals. They do a lot of different things. We have multiple bridges here. Honestly, to this day, I've been doing YouTube, and I still feel a little awkward talking to talking to the camera, because people look at me and everything. I'm sure you guys get that too. I'm still trying to get used to that. I think once I hit the 1K mark in subscribers, I think I would stress out less, because I want to hit that milestone, and then just don't even pay attention after that. Only paying attention now because I'm not there yet. So I notice the little things: people unsubscribing, people subscribing. But the luxury of being in the beginning stages, you could tweak your video as you wish. It's not like you have a big audience that you don't want to disappoint. Yep, it looks like a carnival. They have the Ferris wheel. As you can see, this waterfront is pretty long. It stretches pretty far. So Portland, there's 4 quadrants: northwest, northeast. So thank you, Mo. I'm glad you're my #1 fan with the $5 super chat. Mo, you probably one of my biggest supporters, and I appreciate it. You practically was there since the beginning, and I appreciate you so much. You don't understand. It gives me self-satisfaction that I always have imposter syndrome. I'm like, this sucks. Why am I putting it out? Oh, my footage sucks. It's people like you to justify that, hey, I'm doing okay. Yeah, do I inspire you? You should do it. I did these videos during pandemic time. I'm like, I have to do something creative. I'm doing nothing in the pandemic. Absolutely nothing. No self-worth. Thank you, Amy. I just I had to do something productive. That's just how I am. So I'm like, let me just make the channel. Fun fact, guys, the channel started off as a card channel. And then, Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, got me into reselling. So I was like, you know what? Let me convert my card channel into a reselling channel. And to this day, I'm still doing it. So that's one thing I always thank Kevin for, getting me into the thick of things with these things. Also, fun fact, if you don't know, I think most of you know, ABC Matt. ABC stands for American Born Chinese. But when I went to the card community and later on the reselling, they call me Always Be Closing. So I kept the ABC. And then for the people who have the mantis stickers, the reason why I come up with the mantis is because, one, I took martial arts for praying mantis. But two, is because as a mantis, you always snatch things, right? I snatch things, and then if you know about male praying mantises, when they mate with their female mantis, the female mantis bites their head off and kills them. So yeah, they eat them. So when I bring stuff home from sourcing, my wife will bite my head off, more crap into the house. So that's where the mantis comes from. Not because I eat them. I know, Amy, you gotta say something about bug eating. I know you. But I don't eat praying mantises. I'm sorry. If they offer it to me, and if you dare me, I'll eat it, but that's not one of the bugs I ate. So that's another thing. Yeah, I literally eat them. I eat everything. When I travel, in Iceland, I tried the fermented shark, ate that. When I went to Asia, I had the snake hearts, ate that too. Ate bugs in Beijing. So I was like, I eat practically anything. You dare me to eat something, I'll eat it. So let's see, we're 20 minutes in. I'm like about halfway there to the steel bridge. We could go down there. One thing bad about Portland is Chinatown. Chinatown is not Chinatown. You eat Chick-fil-A? It's okay, Chick-fil-A. I've had it better. Yeah, fermented sharks. So what they do is they give you a piece of fermented shark, and then they give you a black schnapps alcohol to wash it down. I actually was a backup for Fear Factor. That's another fun fact. I never got the call. No one backed out. If someone backed out, it would have been on Fear Factor. So let's see. Oh, what I was saying. Oh yeah, Chinatown. Chinatown here is not Chinatown. All the Chinese people all moved to the suburbs. Yeah. I do have one fear though. I do have fear of rats. I mean, I'll deal with them, but I don't like rats. Plague carriers. God knows what they have. So over here is where they do like the Saturday market, flea market. They take up behind that columns over there and they go all the way out here. And they go stretch all the way down. So a lot of flea markets happen here. The flea markets here is not your typical flea markets. It's all like, it's basically like an Etsy in real life. Everyone's making something and they're trying to sell it. It's not like a typical flea market. That's why you never see in my videos going to a flea market, because they all suck in terms of reselling. But they do have a lot of creative stuff. Yeah, it's a hipster market, exactly. Bunch of hipsters. Craft show, yeah. So you see those stretch of bush trees out there? Those are usually the cherry blossoms. Last month, you can find those cherry blossoms. If you Google search Portland, Oregon cherry blossoms, you can see it. It looks pretty. But yeah, this is city life. This is what I'm used to. I'm not used to the country life, suburban life. Hey Teresa, thanks for joining. Today is a day off, so I was like, let me just go on live, walk around Portland, show people what I see. AliExpress? Really? Thanks, Teresa. Yes, like and subscribe. I think everyone who's on here are already subscribed though. So I was saying, like, over here it's like a stretch of cherry blossoms usually. Google search Portland, Oregon cherry blossoms, you can see it. It's really nice. Those two towers you see there, that's one of our convention centers. That's where they have like Rose City Comic Con, Food and Wine Festival, retro gaming. All those conventions all happen over there. And over there is the steel bridge. That's the bridge I was talking to you about. And then that little dome area, that's where the Portland Trail Blazers play for basketball. I have not seen a basketball game yet here. I'm a Knicks fan, sorry to say. So I would never support the Trailblazers. Also, I'm a Yankees fan, so I would never support Seattle Mariners. Portland's trying to get a baseball team. I say good luck. In the suburbs, we have a minor league baseball team. So let's see. I hope I could cross that bridge. We'll see if I could cross it or not. But yeah, these trees, they're all cherry blossom trees. Looks like nothing right now, unfortunately. Sad to say. Should have did this live last month. A lot of people bike and jog over here. It's pretty cool. (2009) Mo, 2009. Remember 2009? But I have to say, one of my biggest fans are Phillies fans. You and Brian are my biggest fans. Where's Brian? I don't know. Yep, 2008. I don't know about this year. This year is a toss. I mean, could be the Yankees, could be the Dodgers. I really hope you guys beat the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers. I hate them with a passion. Like, how do you get a player that defer all his payments until he retires? How you lucked out like that? It's crazy. I guess it's good business. Most people wouldn't do that. Ah, it's your brother-in-law's team. Okay. All right, it makes sense. You don't follow baseball? Oh, the Dodgers. Wow. You can tell your brother-in-law, suck it. Don't like the Dodgers. One thing bad about this bridge is that when I cross it, the bicycle people are gonna whiz by me. Hopefully they don't clip me on the side. But the Amtrak from Seattle to Portland comes through here. Some cargo comes through here. And if you see up there, that's one of our light rails, the Max. And they go through there too. So he's an oddball, you're telling me, huh? There's always one oddball in the family. Yes, what's your best flip? My best flip is the one I mentioned before. I sold an Iron Man helmet, and the person's like, why don't we take it off eBay? I'll meet you locally to pick it up. I'm like, sure. Easy $160 I ever made. What's your best flip item? Thanks, Teresa, for asking that question. Wetsuit, yes. Teresa, I remember that. We went together and you got it. I was like, wow, I didn't expect it to sell for that. Congrats to you. That's an awesome sale. I didn't know it would go for that much. I was like, wow. You guys really know how to do the clothing. That's pretty good. I'm still learning clothing. Yes, it does help you live in the ocean, near the ocean. You get all the Florida Gator stuff, Miami Hurricanes, swimming, fishing. You get all that stuff. Hey Desiree, how are you? I'm just showing a little of Portland. Today I have a day off, so I was like, let me just go live. Just talk about anything and everything while I show you a little bit of Portland. It is a nice flip. It's okay, Desiree. I'm showing you the average side of things. There are some crummy sides to Portland, just like every big city. Like in your neck of the woods, I would say that's Naked, what is it, Naked City, whatever. That's probably not the greatest areas. If I went to Chinatown, you would see how bad Chinatown is now. And that's only because you have the halfway houses over there. So you have a lot of the houseless and other people over there. I try to avoid that place if I can. Sometimes I have to go through it, which sucks, but hopefully no extracurricular activities as long as they're on my watch. So we're crossing the bridge. We're going from the southwest to the southeast. Like I said earlier, Portland's divided into 4 quadrants: northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. They all have their different neighborhoods. They all look a little different in their own way. I say, personally, from my experience, the west of the Willamette River is nice to live, but all the activities are on the east side of the river. So this is usually my running route. When I did run, been slacking off. Maybe I'll get back in the running shape, I don't know. But there's gonna be a pedestrian bridge I'll show you later on. That's one of my favorite bridges because it illuminates at night, and depending on the water temperature, if the water temperature is cold, it turns one color, when it's hot, it's another color. So it's pretty cool. Mo, I don't know if you're still on or not, but one thing bad about this gimbal is that, you know, when you're holding it for so long, it does get a little heavy. So right now I'm on the east side of the river. I'm gonna show you something called the AMSI. I don't remember. I guess it's the Oregon Museum of Science and something innovation. I'm guessing. I forgot the term, the whole acronym for it. But for the East Coast, especially New York, New Jersey area, that is equivalent to like the Liberty Science Center or the Hall of Science. San Fran has one. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sure all you guys have one. Yeah, the Pocket 3 is pretty small, and they have like a holster that you can put it on. It's pretty good. Video quality is not the greatest compared to other video cameras, but for the portability and the size of it, it's worth it. I tested it out a little bit. It wasn't my thing, but I see a lot of people use it. So guys, if you like this, like me just strolling around and chit-chatting, let me know. Like, you know, I can't do this always on the weekdays, but do you prefer it on a Sunday or do you prefer it on a Saturday? If we do it on a Saturday, it'll probably be after my sourcing. Maybe like, I guess for the East Coast people, it would be like close to dinner time. And then Sundays, it could be a little earlier, so it'd be like early afternoon for you East Coast people. But you know, like, I was hoping like show a little bit more of Portland, because Portland always get a bad rap with the media. Anytime like something bad happens, they always say, "Oh, Portland, it's a war zone over there." I'm like, please, it's not a war zone. I'm like, have you been to New York? New York is a lot worse than Portland. I had to prove that to Def Pile Picker, because Def Pile Picker was like, "Oh, it's crappy over here." I'm like, have you ever been here? No? Then you can't make that call. Here, let me show you some footage of Portland. Yeah, see? Buildings are not on fire. Cars are not on fire. People are not like trashing everything all the time. Yes, there's protests. Yes, they let out some anger. But the city's okay with it. City moves on, you know? And I said, like, every big city, you have volumes of people. So it's bound to happen. If you live in, like, nowhere, Texas, there's hardly anybody over there. Like, they're spread out more. So it's less likely it's going to happen. You know, in the big city, everyone lives on top of each other. So it's going to happen. But that's my rant for the day. Yeah, New York has gotten bad. I blame it a lot on the mayor. I didn't vote for that mayor, but that mayor doesn't know how to handle things, and it's gone really bad over there. I have to visit my family back in New York. I'm not looking forward to it because, God, the last time I went, a lot of my restaurants that I used to go to closed. See more homeless. Fifth Avenue has more drug use now, so it's like Fifth Avenue is not Fifth Avenue anymore. Thank you. I mean, Portland, like I said, Portland gets a bad rap, and Portland's pretty good. I say, like, Seattle is a big city trying to act like a small city, and Portland's a small city trying to act like a big city. I tell people local in Portland, I'm like, you know, the city's growing whether you like it or not. You have to adjust, you gotta adapt. You can't have your door unlock, and you gotta lock it now. And you can't leave valuable things in your car unless you wanted to get broken into. It's common sense. But you know, common sense is not too common, apparently. I've seen it, like car get breaking in and like, oh my God, my car got broken in. I just parked it over here. What do you have there? I had valuables in there. I had electronics and stuff. Why do you have electronics in your car? Why do you have all these things? Like, you're just asking for people to window shop. People are crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's common sense. People are dumb. People are dumb. People are la-di-dee, la-di-da. In the reselling world, I mean, one thing that annoys me recently, which you're probably going to see in a video on Sunday, I had a bait and switch happen to me, and I wasn't fond of that. I went to a garage sale. First day of their garage sale, they had pictures of like these video games. They had like the Bowser controllers that are worth, you know, like $30. And they had like a Wii U system and a lot of different games. I was looking for that. I was gunning for that. I went during opening, and before they officially opened up, I asked them, where's the games? They got it sold out already. I'm like, what? Like, if you sold it before the garage sale, take that picture down, take down that description, because that's false advertisement. You know, I was hoping to get it, and you sold it already? I'm not mad at them that they're selling it, but, you know, that's false advertising. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. But, you know, I tried to make the best of it. I tried to find other stuff. Like, they had, like, Barbies there. I was asking Grams and Pops about it, and they say that it's good, but the price wasn't right, so I don't know too many Barbies people. That's why I asked Grams and Pops. But if you guys are good with Barbies, you can always use another resource. And the more the merrier. I ended up getting like a couple of records and some things here and there, but that was a total wash. You'll see in the video. I think I went through like 3 weeks, 3 Saturdays of like garbage. It wasn't that great. One of my viewers viewers who commented saying it must have been a rainy day. You guys, you kind of was like glum about it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, when you go stand in line at an estate sale and you're hoping for something and it's not there, I mean, you get disappointed. You know, with my videos, I try to be very honest. Like, yeah, I mean, I try to be very honest. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers who show only the good things, you know? Like, people who go to garage sales. You know how many garage sales they go to just to have footage of showing good stuff? There's a lot. I only could go to a few garage sales, so the pool is less for me. So I want to show transparency and show you that it's not all, you know, heavenly. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days where it totally sucks, more than usual, and that's why I try to show. And in my video, I try to tell you guys what goes through my head during the whole process. So I try to be very transparent in my videos, just to show people what I go through, because it's not all hunky-dory all the time. And yeah, that's right, Teresa. I take public transit too. So most people have, you know, cars. They just throw into their trunk or their back seat. I take public transit, and I carry like four 13-pound IKEA bags. Yeah, it is a commitment. I carry like 4 13-gallon bags with me, and a scoop and a backpack. So whatever I could carry, I take that. And the last heavy thing that I sold was a typewriter, and that was at least 30-something pounds, not including the other stuff that I sourced. But I sold that pretty fast. It went to Australia, and I agreed to the offer price because eBay handles all that stuff. Hey, Roman. So I got the typewriter and I sold it at that price because, eBay's gonna handle it. It's international. That's another thing I don't understand, people who don't like international. eBay handles it all. So that was a quick sell. And also, I told you that I carried 30 pounds with that typewriter. I also packed it up, walked like a few blocks to drop it off to the post office, 30-something pounds. So, you want me to run in 2 minutes? I'm not running. I'm not gonna run. So yeah, like I carry things, and people complain about, shipping and everything. One thing they can't admit to is that my shipping is fast. Like, when I did Whatnot, Mo, when I did Whatnot and you bought something from me at Whatnot, I shipped it out pretty fast. I shipped it the same day. And that's what I usually do. And that's why I don't do what sold videos, because I'm packing it up and shipping it out the same day. I don't want to see that in my place. He's a pack mule. Yeah, I ship it out because I want it out of my house. Yeah, Amazon doesn't do that, but they have the luxury of having a warehouse nearby, so they could do same-day delivery, one-day shipping. That's another thing. Buyers get so spoiled by Amazon. If you buy something on eBay, it's gonna be slower. Don't expect something. If I send you this shipping, can you get it to this day? Absolutely not. You don't pack anything but your food. You better be a good packer, Roman. So yeah, that is what it is. This dog is making sure that I'm walking with him. I swear, guys, we have good weather here too. It just looks gloomy now. Roman's familiar with this weather. It's raining, Roman. Right now it is raining. It's like, I call it a mizzle. It's a cross between a mist and a drizzle. But this is how much I love you guys. I'm walking in the rain. But then again, Portland people, they don't believe in umbrellas. That's a whole nother thing that I could talk about. They don't believe in umbrellas here. No matter if it's pouring rain, they refuse to carry umbrella. Just because that's the shtick with Portland. Damn, 80 degrees in Cleveland. Yeah, I think it's only like 50 or 60 right here now. It dipped a lot. It was 70 at one point. So this walk I'm doing is equivalent to, I would say, a little over 4 miles, I say. Where are we at? 46 minutes in. 89 is nice in Orlando. Is it humid though? If it's humid, I don't like it. Yeah. Thanks, Roman. It is a cool city. But you want me to talk about bad things about Portland? I'll talk about bad things about Portland. I mentioned earlier about the drivers. The drivers, they don't know how to merge over here. Pisses me off. When I do drive, I'm like, merge, damn you. So that's one thing. Another bad thing is walking etiquette. There's a narrow sidewalk. 2 people coming one way, you're walking the other direction. They refuse to single file for you. They rather you go around them because they're having a stimulated conversation. So that's another pet peeve. And one of the third final pet peeves I have is at the groceries. They'll put their cart on one side while they're looking on the other side. I'm like, congratulations, you blocked the whole aisle. I want to go through, man. But another thing bad, I say Portland, jack of all trades, master of none with food. I wouldn't say they're really good at one particular food. You consider Portland as a European city? You know what it could compare to, Roman? It compares to like Berlin, Germany. Berlin, Germany is sort of like the European Portland. If you're in Australia, it's probably comparable to Melbourne. One thing good about being, that's another thing. For the people who are here that are not familiar with me, I'm a hobby reseller, I say, because I don't do it full time. I don't even consider it part time. Oh, lost in the sound? Yeah, it's from that phone call. Let me go past this freeway and I'll talk a little bit more. This freeway is pretty loud. That river is the Willamette River. Will I ever go full time? Probably when I retire. If I retire, I'll go full time. I'm not there yet. But in the meantime, for the people who are not familiar, I consider myself a hobby reseller. I do it less than part-time. I only do a couple of hours on Saturdays. And I do it for the sheer love of picking up things that I don't see every day. You know, I love to see 80s stuff. I'm a big 80s person. I love to see things that I'm not familiar with. And I like good sales, you know, on things I am familiar with. So Roman, this is the Willamette River. It's William E-T-T-E. That's how you spell it. People are very particular on pronunciation too. You you pronounce it wrong, they'll let you know that you're pronouncing it wrong. Yeah. So that's considered the downtown area. That brown building is a bank. The one next to it is a hotel. You got some office buildings. US Bank Tower is right there. We call it the big pink because when it is sunny, it reflects pink. Not too much snow over here. In the suburbs, yes, they snow a lot. Over here, you don't see much snow. You see a lot of rain. That's all you see. When a few occasions where it does snow here, people don't know what to do. But they're not familiar with it. They'll chain up their tires, but they don't know how to drive. So you think they're bad drivers now. If a snow happens, you should see how bad they drive. That's another reason why I take mass transit sometimes. I just can't deal with it. Yeah, it's a warm ocean. But we don't get like tornadoes and hurricanes like Florida does. So once in a while we get high winds, but that's it. But then we get the forest fires in the summer because it gets dry. We have like 3 months of like dry weather. Over yonder is the West Hills. A lot of expensive houses over there. Teresa, you should know, like, what is the homeowner's insurance now? Like, do they even do like hurricane and flooding insurance? I would think it gets harder because of all the natural disasters that are happening over there. Roman, how about you? Like in your neck of the woods, how's the home insurance over there? Do you get like hurricanes over there, tornadoes? Yeah. I mean, the Midwest got like tornadoes, right? So, yeah, if you're in the flood zone. That would suck as a reseller, you know, if you're in the flood zone. Like, goddamn, I lost everything, you know? Cleveland tornadoes are rare, okay. But like, I went to the Florida Trash to Cash, and there was a person from Houston, I believe, and they got all their stuff flooded. All their reselling items got flooded. So like, she lost everything. She lost all her inventory. I was like, wow, that really sucks when you lose everything. Not to mention your house in itself getting flooded because you got to deal with the mold and everything else. Lake Erie does that to you? Wow. Yeah, like I don't know how that's gonna be. Like honestly, if like for me, if it floods my place, which is rare, but if it floods my place, I'm more concerned about the stuff that I personally own than the reselling stuff. The reselling stuff could be replaced, but that's because it's not my primary income. If it's my primary income, that's very detrimental. So here's one of the creepy statues we have here. I think where I'm going, you're gonna see some houseless tents pitched up. I'll show it to you as long as I'm not in danger. I'll show you what they do. They normally stay underneath like bridges and stuff like that. They are trying to help it by like having like these built one-room houses for them. and try to like section them off to a certain area, but they have to abide to certain rules. I don't know too much about it, but at least they're doing something. I feel like they're still not doing much for the houseless people. They could do a lot more. But you know, politics get in the way sometimes. Portland as a whole is a very tolerable city. They do a lot of things. I was wondering, why do they do it? Like, if storefronts are getting broken into, why don't they put like gates up, like how they do in New York? But I heard like something about some law that they can't do that because of the aesthetics or something like that, which is bull crap. And then they could do better with mental health. Mental health is really bad. I'm sure everyone's feeling it, but when I moved here in 2017, I noticed it in the West Coast more than I did in New York. Oh, there used to be tents over here. No more. No more tents. They got pushed somewhere else. Yeah, it's really bad. Honestly, I was trying to convince my wife that when we retire, to move to another country. I wouldn't mind moving to Berlin, Germany. I've been there. I've felt and lived in London for a little bit. I know how that is. Like, I don't think it's that bad. It's scary to find a job out there, but you know, it was scary finding a job here. So what I did over here, yeah, can't afford it anymore. So what I did over here, if you want to know like how I made that transition to New York to Portland, 2016, my wife moves out. Well, we kept let me backtrack. We actually visited our friend who lived in Portland. We liked it here. So I told my wife, we're gonna be smart about it. 2016, she got an Airbnb here. Told her, get the feel of the place, you know, find a job, find a place for us, and then you could be on my medical insurance. And then once that was done, then 2017 came along and I moved out. So we were separated for about a year, but we made it work. Medical insurance here sucks too, by the way. Oh boy, like the greed is so crazy. Doctors need to make money, pharmacists need to make money, insurance needs to make money. And who ends up suffering? Us. We have to pay like a storm, pay like an entire paycheck just to pay medical. Like when you get old, I'm like, damn, just kill me now, because getting old, they don't take care of the elderly here properly. Just kill me. Put me out of my misery. Nice knowing you guys. So after this little windy road, it's going to be the AMSI, which is like the science center. I'll let you guys see that. Hey, Grizzle B. Thanks for showing. Thanks. I am trying to enjoy the day. Yeah, it's true. I mean, but there's certain countries you get free healthcare. Like, why can't we get free healthcare here? Because everyone's greedy over here. Capitalism. Everyone's greedy. Everyone wants to make a buck. They'll take advantage of anybody and everywhere. Like, you think about it, when the pandemic hit, oh, let's do some, conniving calls to people, telling them, you gotta pay up or something. Like, everyone's like an opportunist, trying to do something over somebody else to make a dollar. Yeah, Canada's taxes is high. By far in the US, I say Illinois, specifically Chicago, is really bad with taxes. Holy crap. Like, I like Chicago, but their taxes are way high. I don't know how you could live out there. It's worse than New York. Housing. San Fran is more expensive than New York. Holy crap. Like, I would have to probably live in, you know, Nebraska or the Dakotas just to get it like cheaper. But then eventually they're gonna get more expensive too. It's not gonna be a place for you to have cheap, affordable cost of living anymore. That's another reason why it's hard to be a reseller full time. Like, the income is so inconsistent. You really have to be really disciplined to put money aside for the days that are slow. And to be honest, I think this year is slower than last year. So, like, how do you save that money, especially when you have kids? Hey, resell, how are you? I'm glad it popped up. I need more people to pop up on my video. So, like, I don't know how you could do it as a full-time reseller. Like, it's so hard to make ends meet. Like, when I was in New York, I had to get ankle surgery. It costs, when I looked at the bill, it was like $45,000. $30,000 went to the anesthesiologist. The other 15 went to the doctor. And thank God I only had to pay a couple $100. But imagine you had no insurance. You would have a broken ankle. You can't afford paying $45K. It's crazy. I don't know how people could afford that. It's hard, man. Like, right now, my insurance, it sucks, man. Even for preventive care, they still charge me copay. I'm like, what? What kind of crap is that? Preventive care is supposed to be free. You shouldn't have to pay copay. So, like, you know, when you're a reseller, you gotta really nitpick of how much money you're spending and everything. I think it's really hard to do it in this day and age to try to make ends meet. Like, I talk about Kevin all the time, but like, he has 2 kids, right? Well, no, he has 3 kids. One's eventually gonna be married. Like, I know he's making money, but you know, could he be making more money? Yes. Is there days he saved money for the slow days? Absolutely. So here's the submarine that's stationed over here. I don't know what it is. They do tours about the submarine. And here is the science center. It's called AMSI. One thing cool that I went in here for was they were doing a laser light show of all Prince's songs, which was pretty cool. Right. I mean, this day and age, you need double income. I don't think there's any family that doesn't have a double income. Like, single income is hard for a family. Yeah, you'll like this mall. You'll like this museum. It's very cool. Our art museums, I think every Wednesday is free, if I recall. Yeah. Like, honestly, if my wife wasn't working, I don't know. It'd be very hard for me being the only breadwinner. I'm glad that we're what do you call it? A dink. Double income, no kids. You know, like, I don't know. Kids are more expensive than a pet now. Kids cost a bundle. I don't know if I can handle a kid too. People say I would be a good father, but I don't know. My wife was like, I barely could take care of myself. I can't bring a kid to the world, which I respect. I mean, if you can't handle it. Yeah, like, the radiation bill is very expensive. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I hope I'm dead before it gets really bad. I don't want to be here It's bad already. I don't want to see it getting worse. It's hard. It's hard for everyone. Like, when my mom died of pancreatic cancer, those bills are expensive. When my dad had Parkinson's disease, when he was staying in the hospital, that was expensive. Even the simple things like taking an ambulance. The ambulance is expensive. Like, you almost want to just take a lift to the hospital rather than an ambulance. So this bridge is my favorite bridge. It's called Telecom Bridge. And if you weren't here earlier, what I like about it is that depending on how the temperature of the water is, it turns different colors, which I like. We're gonna go across that bridge right now. We are, 66 minutes in. Never talked so much before. So guys, what is your favorite thing that you found on your own during sourcing? My favorite thing that I found was the 1990s Marvel cards. Brings me back to my childhood. But what kind of sourcing item that you were wowed about? Yes, I'm in Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. A lot of things also, like some people think this is the capital of Oregon. It's not the capital of Oregon. Salem is. It just feels that way because Portland's a big city. So we're gonna make a U-turn here to cross the bridge. Yeah. Roman, you find really good stuff at the bins. I'm kind of envious. Like, the bins are over by me. Oh my God, they'll cut your throat just to get something. I'm not all about that. I will only go there if there's absolutely nothing to source. An old Gatorade convenience store. Huh, that's pretty interesting. That has a little wow factor to it. So this is the bridge. And they have this sign over here. It's called Telecom Crossing. No cyclists today. But to this year is 330,148 cyclists. Pretty cool. Dumpster Diva, yeah. Yeah, like the bins, I see people who throw items around. I'm like, damn, that sucks. See a lot of skeevy stuff too. I saw like dirty diapers in the bins. Seen some like sharp shrapnels. Yeah, I mean, some people have good luck in the bins. Like in Portland, we have 3 bins by us. There's one by the airport, which sucks. There's one in the suburbs, one way, which is okay. And there's one in the south that's really good. People do a killing there. I've seen families who like divide and conquer to hit the bins. And they do pretty well. It's just not my thing. So this bridge has 4 transportation things going on. Well, 5 actually. You got the bikes, you got the pedestrians. We have a streetcar that goes through here. We have a light rail system that goes down here. And we have buses and cars that go by here too. So this is a well active bridge. Computers are good. You guys might not know, but I actually had been investing in precious metals, and if you want to do the work, you could dissect the computer and take apart the motherboard and chips. You can make some money off the metals, scrap the metals. By the way, the YouTubers here, I'm not sure, but how long can a live video go? Roman, how long can a live video go? I know your videos could go on the long side. I'm at 71 minutes in right now. Down there is some medical offices. Really, it could go for years. Damn. I'm gonna save you guys the hardship of talking with me for years. I never talked this much before. 71 minutes of talking. I don't even like to hear myself talk. For the people who do YouTube, when you edit your videos, were you cringy like me and like, oh man, I hate my voice? I certainly hate my voice. So I don't know, you can see in the distance over there, you can see the Ferris wheel and all that jazz. That's how far we walked. I'm continuing walking. I have to cross this bridge, one of my favorite bridges. Less mini golf, yeah. You guys have any plans for the rest of the day? For me, eventually it's gonna be dinner, but that's all I have going on today. I did what I needed to do today. Yeah, you're listening? Keep on listening. I know Teresa's listening. She's an animal. I try to list the same day I source, because me not doing that is like, it's just sitting there. No possible reason for it to get sold. I hate death pile. Because my place is small, so if I see a death pile, I'm like, that should be listed. I'm sick of seeing that. So this is how my day goes. Let's say it's an estate sale. They open up like 10 o'clock in the morning. I have to get there like 5, 6 in the morning, wait online, because some people even camp out there. I'm like, people are hardcore. So I'm waiting there till 10. It opens up. I'm pretty much done around like 11 to 12 o'clock. Come home, eat lunch, start my listing. And then it takes me, editing wise, I do half or 3/4 of it on Saturday, and I do the rest on Sunday. And it goes into the queue on Sunday. So that's my day. I mean, that's my Saturdays mainly. Saturday I try to knock most of it out. But as a full-time reseller, I don't know how you guys do it. Non-stop. You're always moving. No breaks. My day job is horrible already. I mean, technically I shouldn't even do reselling on the side, but I like it. It alleviates the frustration I have with the day job. But the day job pays the bills, not my side gig. So again, thank you guys. I'm happy that I have a small audience watching this live. Yeah, it is an endless job. You really have to love it in order to do it. I feel like if I did it as a full-time job, I might not like it as much because you're always grinding. Always grinding. And then you might panic when you're not making the money you're accustomed to, you know? I just don't like inconsistent income. I did it before as a movie, when I was in the movie industry, and the income was inconsistent. Plus, as an Asian, it's hard to crack into the movie industry. I mean, to this day, it's hard. You have non-Asians playing off as Asians. Asians are always depicted as a triad or a nerd, you know? So they get typecast for that. It's a hard industry to crack. So I gave up the movie industry. I've done it all, guys. The only thing I haven't done was the food industry. Never did the food industry. Most people always start their job in the food industry. I never did it before. That's one thing I'm thankful. Hey Lisa, how are you? Thanks for joining. When's the next reseller made up? I don't know. I mean, I want to see Kevin's cabin, but I just can't see myself going to the boonies. Like, what else is there to do besides the boonies? It's hard to get out there too. And then he's always busy, so I can't even find a day free that I could go over there. So Lisa, I'm just I have a day off today, so I'm just walking the streets of Portland, just talking about everything and everything. And I might do this on a weekend, maybe like every Saturday or every Sunday. You guys let me know, you'd rather see it on Sunday or Saturday. If it's Saturday, it's probably like evening time in the East Coast. Sunday would be like early afternoon. This is our streetcar over here. That's right, hit that thumbs up. Thank you for the 9 thumbs up. Thank you for the 7 people who are watching. I didn't expect anybody to be watching this video. I did this out of spontaneous, just like because I had nothing better to do. So I'm like, why not go out here and do a live? I barely do any live videos. Really? Well, I could be the first, Lisa, since you haven't heard it for a while. But honestly, you let me know what you want, if you're okay with that. Usually, I'm not good with names, by the way. I know faces. I'm not good with names. I'm like, hey, you. How are you doing? I don't remember your name, but how are you doing? I remember seeing you at XYZ, but I don't remember your name. That's how I am. Good with faces, not good with names. Lizette. Yes, Lizette. All right. Thank you, Roman. Yeah, Action Kid, funny enough, he is a former co-worker of my friend. He used to work in the tech industry, and he decided to do like the walk around. Congrats to him. He has a good following. He's pretty informative. Once in a while, I watch his videos just to see how New York was and still is right now, and what changed since I last been there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, but he was a former co-worker of my friend, so my friend knows him pretty well. So this hey Archie, I don't expect anything less from you, Archie. Glad you stopped by. I needed someone to insult me. Everyone here is too nice. So this is like one of the buildings of the hospital, like medical. It's called OHSU. Don't ask me what the acronym stands for, but they have many areas of Portland's property over here. If I go to the next street, no, Archie would not be caught dead here. Archie's having a fabulous life in Vegas. Archie's like, as long as you're walking with 2 feet, I'm gonna flirt with you. He flirts with anything that's walking on 2 feet. He flirts with you, Roman. You're one of the people he flirts with. I can't wait to get monetized, and then Archie can insult me more. He'll make an effort to insult me. Right now I'm small time, so he won't insult me that much. One day he might do a video of me. Gloomy? Yeah, Archie, it takes a real man to live here. Yeah. Archie is awesome. I mean, Archie insults people, but he do it with love, you know? He's like the brother I wish I didn't have. So we're making a loop here. I think I would end it back at the park area where I first started the video. But before I, I gotta remember to do this before I cut off the video, Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. People who are watching it after the stream, I do reselling. I go mainly estate sales, but I'm a reseller and I'm a hobby reseller. So a little bit different. So I hope that flavor helps you. And still trying to hit that 1,000. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a Rolo printer. I might do some more prizes, I'm not sure. But 1,000 subs is a milestone I'm trying to hit. And I thank everyone who subscribes to me, everyone who watches me. Everything helps. I can't believe how Archie almost broke Roman's back in Ohio. I was like, damn, he kept trying to climb over his back. I'm like, it's not working, bro. You're hurting Roman. You're hurting him bad. The most unprofessional reseller? No, I won't lose subs. Was it fun? I would say Vegas was fun. Got to meet you, right, Archie? That's the fun part. Actually, Florida was probably not the greatest, only because, I don't know, I didn't want to go to Universal Studios, and the thing is, Kevin texted me, but he texts me 10 minutes before they go on their reselling journey. I'm like, great, you don't leave me much time. You guys have fun. I guess I'll just sit around and mope. I mean, your bromance, Roman and Archie, is real, man. No one could take that away from you. That's one thing that was a positive, Teresa, that I met you. We met before in Vegas. We met again in Florida. I cherish our friendship, and I hope we could do some reselling together again. I would love to see any of you guys go to my neck of the woods and see the struggle I go through, you should see it's pretty bad. That's another reason why I'm not a full-time reseller. It'd be even really tough. This is another hotel here. You should visit. Hopefully I show you more of these videos and you can actually see a little bit more of Portland. You get a sneak peek of what you're gonna get into. Archie, you struggling to watch my video helps the algorithm, okay? You know, you're doing me a favor by watching it. Whether you struggle or not, that's your own business. But for you to just watch, it means a lot to me. Kevin, I don't know. He's a workhorse. He's a workaholic. Like, does he even have time that he spends with his family? Seems like he's always reselling. That's right, Archie. You disappoint me that you don't do it consistently. You could have been a fabulous YouTuber. But I understand, you know, you have priorities. Also, if you guys don't know, the reason why I look the way I do and I don't look like Archie is because I actually walk a lot. I walk to estate sales. I walk to garage sales. I'm walking right now. I don't think Archie does walking. Archie probably takes a car just to go 2 blocks. Archie has a dad bod and he's not even a dad. At least we don't know he's a dad. He might be a dad. Well, Archie, you know, we make fun of each other because of love. We do it out of love. I'm sure you do a lot of insults to Roman, and Roman does it back to you. For the females here, you probably don't know, it's a guy thing that we make fun of each other. That's why men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Yeah, bromances. I don't have a bromance with anyone, I don't think. Like, New Jersey picker Chris has a bromance with Brian. You know, Carrie has a bromance with Dave. I don't think I have a bromance with anybody. I think the bromance is with myself. I'm hoping that this live video I'm doing is tacking on to the viewing hours, because I think I'm at 3,100 and you need 4,000, so I'm not there yet. I need like about 900, maybe 1,000 more, because the viewing hours go up and down. And then the subs, I think 170 something away. So close, yet so far. Kids are expensive. I was saying that earlier. A pet is actually cheaper than kids now. And the pet doesn't talk back. Really, your dog talks back? My cat talks back to me too, but at least I don't understand them. So are they really talking back if you don't understand them? All of a sudden it got warm now. And see, like the sun is out. I tell you, Portland's weather is erratic. Roman, you're familiar with erratic weather. Ohio has the worst erratic weather ever. Yep. High winds, raining, sunny, raining, back to sunny. It's probably everyone's feeling all that erratic weather now. Jesus, 90 degrees. No, thank you. Over here we have like a couple weeks, like 90s to 100. But for the most part, it's always like fall weather here. Yep. Don't miss the heat waves, the nor'easterns. Don't miss that. Nope, nope, nope. Roman, you should come to my city so that way you could piggyback me. I'm a lot lighter than Archie, so you should be able to carry me. I'm like maybe 1/2 of Archie's weight. You should be able to carry me. You probably can. I'm pretty light. Hopefully I don't get run over by a streetcar. Bye, Lizette. I'm gonna keep rolling with the video until you guys get annoyed by me. How about that? You know what you should do? You should have Archie stand on your back. It relieves a lot of tension. Here's one of our streetcars right now. So what do you guys think? Do you think Portland's enough green for you? I mean, it rains enough that it's gonna be green. Yeah, there's other areas that are even more green. I mean, in future videos, I'll show you it. One of my favorite is the Japanese gardens. So apparently, it's the biggest garden in the United States. So I want to show that to you guys. Archie, you really want me to get run over? Really? They might do that in Vegas a lot, especially in Naked City, but not here. You want to play Frogger? I did that in New York. I'm not doing that in Portland. Portland drivers are the worst. I heard Roman's a pretty good driver. Is that true, Roman? Will I feel safe like Allstate? Teresa, Rick is a good driver. I feel very comfortable in Rick driving. That's also a thing. Like, I thank Teresa and Rick. They drove me around in Florida. Like, I felt like Kevin the Commonwealth Picker. Someone's driving me places. Yeah, I mean, Archie, you should see when I speed walk. I probably speed walk faster than some cars. And look at that, it's raining again. Who would have thought it was gonna rain again? Bull crap, Roman. You can't do it in 10 minutes. His belly might be able to do it in 10 minutes if he rolled over there. But guys, it's raining again. Taking a shower here. The Vegas blocks are long. It's very deceiving. You're like, I could walk from there to there, and you walk it and you're like, holy crap, that's a long walk. Nah, you know, like Roman should have a life and just call himself, I'm the Roman. So guys, appreciate you guys watching the video up to now. We're heading back to where we were in the beginning. Appreciate you guys liking, following. I appreciate the people who super chatted me. Now I know that the super chat does work. I'm one halfway from getting fully monetized. $20 a picture sounds right. But guys, I think this is where I'm gonna end it. This is the end of the trip. Back to Pettigrew Park, which is my favorite park. And I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family. I need to hit 1K. Then I could give a roller printer out and other prizes. I appreciate the super chats. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate my viewers. And I hope to see you again. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.